Hey everyone, it's Shelly Rose Me, Art by the Meaty Mama, and it has been a while since I've been on, so I thought I'd come on and do a quick video of some things I've been working on and that I have available. So the first thing here that I'm sharing is a medicine doll kit. So I made 15 kits, so if anyone's interested in one, just send me a message. I'll put my email in the description box. So every kit gets one of these wooden doll structures. It's got the round wood slice with a paper face mounted on there. This just pops off. I just put a tiny bit of glue just to hold it in place. It kind of gives it a nice aesthetic in the packaging. So yeah, you just pop that right off. That heart, that will go on the outside of the doll. But do I don't have a doll made. I need to make some dolls to show you what I mean. But if you go into my videos, you'll see some examples. And if you go onto my Instagram feed, you will also see some examples. So every kit also comes with a little mini medicine doll prayer that I made specifically for these kits. Of course, you get some kind of hair. Not every kit has the same hair. I really love this hair with all this metallic coloring in it. Isn't that beautiful? I went thrifting at Valley Village in Red Deer and I found this yarn there. Whoops, I didn't tie that in correctly, did I? Okay, that's still lots of hair. Okay, anyways, moving on. These kits come with, so this is for the foundation of the doll. You would put this around the body to make the body of the doll. Here's a doll that I've been working on. I hand molded this face and then I wrapped it around here to build up the body. So this is just the beginning. I'll finish working on this another time, but it's the same idea here with these dolls. This is to build up the body of the doll, give it the thickness that it needs. And then I have a variety of different fabrics that you can use for decorating your doll. And this is all blessed fabric. I really wanted to include some blessed fabric in these kits, a little more than I normally include, just to kind of purge some of it, because I have a lot of it, and I thought you guys would have fun with it, whoever purchases these. And then it includes like some ribbons and trims and stuff, a faux flower, and a little pack of beads with a charm and some wire, so you can make a little necklace or some kind of a belt or tiara, whatever you want to use that for. And you don't even have to use it. I just include it because it's fun to decorate your your doll kits. Your dolls, and it's fun for me to put these doll kits together. So this one is just like the basic kit. So the basic kit is $20. If you want me to add a few more fun embellishments into your kit, it is $25. So you just need to specify what kind of kit you want. And then if you really want me to make a really amazing kit for you, I can definitely do like a really fun kit that will include some extra embellishments and fabrics as well for $30. So it's totally up to you. And for a while I decided that I wouldn't be accepting wholesale orders anymore, but I have decided to start accepting them again. So if you are a business and are looking for a vendor and want to include some of my spirit doll kits in your inventory, I do have wholesale pricing. Okay. And I can invoice you depending on how many kits you want. So the other thing I forgot to mention is I do make these collage hearts myself and print off the words, and I put words on each one. So that's a little of our original art as well. And of course, all the faces are my original art. I mean, they're from original art, but then I sized them down to fit on these spirit dolls. So the originals came from actual paintings that I did. So this is worthy, loved, trusting, deserving. And then we got Kiam, which is a Cree word. It kind of means like let it go, but it's also more of a state of being, of staying in a state where nothing can disrupt your peace, where you can be surrounded by chaos, but nothing gets to you. So that's sort of what Kiam means. Soul, wild and free, journeyer, warrior, brave. And I do have a video of these on my Instagram, so you can go through there. I'm not going to open these all up and show you everything that's inside. Jeez, my throat. Honestly, my throat was not bothering me until I started coming on here to do a video, of course. So spirit, magic, resilient and sacred and safe. So head over to my Instagram to see better pictures of these. All right, the other thing I wanted to share is I sold this journal, so I'm going to do a flip through before it gets sent off. They also purchased this piece of artwork from me that I just did. It's called Effin' or Fucking Perfect Spirit, and it's got a little T tag. That says, knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. So that is going, and I should probably put my business card in there too. But before I just want to, okay. So this is the journal that they bought. It's a gift for somebody, and who specifically requested my artwork. So it's always an honor when people do that, and I just wanted to share this. So I made these puzzle piece charms a while ago, and they've just kind of been sitting here, and I actually only did one journal charm out of all the puzzle pieces that I did. I'll show you the other pieces. Hang on. Where are they? So I still have to make charms out of these. I actually forgot I had some of these things in here. I don't make a lot of embellishments ahead of time. I just don't have the time. But I made this one loved and soul. These are pieces from my child's puzzle, and one of them was missing, so I decided to alter them, and it was a Paw Patrol puzzle. Worthy, spirit, and sacred. So out of all of these, excuse me, geez. Out of all of these, this was the only one that I actually made a charm out of, and it was called Holy. And it's funny how things happen, because yeah, you just don't know who's going to get your art, right? And the person that is receiving this actually works for a Catholic church, and she's leaving the church and requested my artwork. So I was like, okay, I need a journal charm. And I'm like, oh, I'll just use one of these because it's there, it's already done, and I don't have to make a new charm. And it says holy, and then on the back it says you are whole, and I just think that's really cool that it's going to somebody who used to work at a church. So, and then you get a little mini bit of a fringe there. I usually do like really wild fringes, but I kind of toned it down for this journal. And this is not glued in, it's just kind of threaded into there. And there's the back, and it just says just breathe, good medicine. This is actually Labrador tea that grows a lot around Rocky Mountain House where I live here, and then it just says resilient, healing, purifying Labrador tea. So the inside has this pretty pocket tuck, and it just says, as I breathe deeply, I feel myself thrive. Thriving is as natural as breathing itself. By relaxing often and breathing deeply, your natural thriving is enhanced. So of course I thought that went nicely with the cover. So this one has 3 signatures. Each one is similar but different. Just want to make sure I'm staying in frame because I'm notorious for getting out of frame. So I don't do a lot to the insides of my journals because I just don't have the time to do that. Oh, I should have showed you these two. These are a couple paper clips I made. They're just little flower clips I made out of watercolor, and then I had these wooden discs and I put some of my faces on them. Added some fringes, so I might throw one in this journal, but I'm not sure yet because I did make a couple altered paper clips here already. So this is the journal card I made. With one of my printables. And I used a little bit of blessed fabric on that altered paper clip. Oops. Threw in one of my bookmarks. Okay, that's the first signature. Here's the second signature. And you get this little pouch full with some goodies. I'm a child of God. Some more stickers. It's a good day to make art. Variety of different things. I actually found these dried leaves in a book that I got from the thrift store, and I just threw some packing tape on that, and put it in there. See, they could do something with that. I don't know what, but make art, obviously. This is mulberry paper. I really like it. I got that gifted to me, and I basically don't have any left now. Used it all up. Here's some more goodies. These are my personal printables. A few faces, inspirational words. These are my new Butterfly Girl printables that I just created that are now available as a printable for $10. I'll show you those in a minute. I don't usually share what I tuck into these journals, but I don't think this person's going to see this video, so I decided why not share what's inside. I'll just show you those printables quickly before we move forward with this flip through. So these are the new Butterfly Girl printables I have available. They're $10 a sheet. So you get A couple different, they're just slight, one is slightly bigger than the other, so they're two different sizes, and you get 4 different styles. I included a few extra faces on there, some butterfly bodies and butterfly wings. So get out of here, fly. I'll just zoom out just a tiny bit so you can get a better, there. So that's my new available printable. And I also made, this one is available as a printable as well. And it's new, so it says, not it says, but what am I trying to say here? These were artist trading cards is what I'm trying to say that I made. With some vintage pictures from an old book, and then I put some of my watercolor stamping inspirational words that I like to use in my junk journaling. When the drum beats, she flies. Rock your mocks. Looks like a little moccasin. Rock your mocks is a saying here in Canada, like rock your moccasins, basically. And it's a day where you wear your moccasins, and there's a whole thing around it. You can look it up. Soar like an eagle, beating is medicine, brave, and a couple eagle feathers. These are actually real pictures of real eagle feathers, so I have that available. And I have, oh no, you guys already seen this one before. I've shown you guys these printables before in other videos, so I will I'll go through this another time. I just wanted to show you those butterfly girls. So let's continue on here. I got distracted, but that's me. Let's go zoom in again. Okay. We can go back to that when I'm done. So let's finish looking through this first. A lot of people don't realize that I sell printables. So that's the second signature. Here's the third. And I do, and I'm going to be selling more because I'm making more. I love making them. They're fun to use in your junk journaling, your art journaling, scrapbooking, whatever. You can turn them into stickers, which I am going to do some of them into stickers at some point. I just haven't done them yet. When you're in spirit, that's the real you. That's the original watercolor. And I just thought that would be perfect addition to this journal. Okay. I wish I had more time to like decorate more of the pages, and I just stuck this watercolor girl that I drew, pen and ink, but on a watercolor paper, so they can do whatever they want with that, color it up and put it in their journal. And that is it for this journal. Actually, the longer piece goes in the back, shorter piece in the front. Actually, I think that was, I don't know. Let's just tie this up, back up. Okay. So that's the journal, that's the painting. These two are going to get sent off together. All right, I might as well finish sharing with you my printables. So let's see here, I'll zoom back out a little bit more. That's just my poster that I have if anybody wants to learn more about me and eat it's a poster I put up around town if people want to have me come out to do a workshop. So okay, so for my printables, I have eyes open printables, I have eyes closed printable faces. These you can use in mixed media art creations, junk journaling, or spirit dolls. or other cool projects that you might have. Again, all my printables are $10 a sheet. So there's those. Then I have this one, Grandmother Turtle. Yeah. And then the 7 Sacred Teachings there. This is a newly revamped printable. It's called Blueberry Ceremony. I've shared it before. And in my old printable version of it, I had more of these dolls available on the sheet, but I revamped this and I decided to add a few more fun things to the sheet. So now you only get the 3 Blueberry Ceremonies, but of course you can make multiple copies. But you also get this cool blue face girl and this blue girl down here. And then I added some more like just other fun printables, watercolors and other things that I've made, inspirational words. So that's the new one called Blueberry Ceremony. Then I also have Strawberry Ceremony, and the same thing, I revamped these and included one of my girls, a couple extra faces, and then all of these inspirational words and some strawberries. Okay, so there's that one. And then this is a new one too. This one's called Grandmother Bear, because of the bear. And then it has a bunch of inspirational words. And then one of my girls here. Okay, put that one back. And then I didn't do much change. I didn't do a lot of changes to the Grandmother Owl one. All I did was I had a lot of stars on here, so I got rid of some of those stars and I just added these 2 words, and that's it. So it's still pretty much the same as it was before. And then this is a new one too. We got Worthy, Perfect Spirit, Safe, Brave. So just some butterfly girls and some hearts. I really love that one. And then back in there. Okay. And then we have a Métis one here. So it's got 4 Métis girls and then a bunch of sort of indigenous themed inspirational words like Métis pride, hi hi, love, brave, smudge, tanse, sacred, kiam. When the fiddle plays, she flies, jig like no one is watching, beating is medicine. And this is all related to Cree Métis culture. So. And then you've seen that one already. This is a new one as well. But I'll show it to you again. This is my ribbon skirt girls. So you get 4 different ribbon skirt girls. They're all the same size. So one's carrying her berry bucket and it says sacred. One's carrying her eagle feather. One's carrying her smudge bowl, and one's praying in gratitude. And then you get one eagle feather that says Great Spirit. And then this one here, I drew these moccasins for a coloring sheet for the Friendship Center, and then I turned them into printables so you can color yourself. Rooted, this one says rooted, this one says connection, and this one doesn't have any words on it. Just a single moccasin, a little bit smaller than these 2. We got a little owl spirit doll here, which I really love her. And some couple flowers, dragonfly and eagle, another Great Spirit eagle feather, and then 2 inspirational words there. And Then I have this one here. This is another bear inspired, because bear is one of my animal medicines. So spirit guides, part of the bear clan. Bear clan people are the medicine people. I am a medicine woman / practical herbologist. So I do a lot of bear work in my work because of that reason. So here we have a nice cute little bear with a strawberry. Another strawberry. Strawberry is really important in indigenous teachings. A leaf, a mushroom, a bear girl face here, just a plain one here. Of course, we got another bear here, a smudging girl, an eagle, and a teepee that says tawau, which means welcome in Cree, in the Cree language. So I really like how this one came together. It was really fun to do. So that one's done. And then I also have just like individual coloring sheets. Here we have another grandmother bear with courage. It says courage, brave one. So that's available. And with my coloring sheets, I just go by donation. So it's up to you what you want to donate. I don't really have a set price on them. Here's another grandmother bear that's super cute, and I really love that one. Here's a strawberry ceremony piece. This one's called Nigawi, which means mother. So that one's inspired by, of course, all mothers. And then this one's called Three Sisters. And this one's about gathering together with your sisters, not just your blood sisters, but your soul sisters, your gathering as women to laugh, to cry, to connect, and do ceremony, and just raise your children together, and get back to the old ways of communities gathering just for the sake of gathering, because as women, parenting is really hard, and we're not meant to raise our children alone. We're meant to have aunties and cookums, which means grandmother in Cree, help us raise our children. It's, isolation is a huge issue for a lot of people that parent under the colonial system, and I am under that system too. I'm starting to form my community more here in Rocky. I've only been here 3 years, but you're not supposed to raise your children alone. You're supposed to have help, right? It's not normal to raise your kids with just 1 or 2 parents. So that's what this piece is about. It's about gathering and connection. And these are just artist training cards that I've done. I haven't done a lot. And these are probably only about half of the ones I have done, because I've traded out a lot of the other ones. These are ones I got from other people. And these are more pictures that I'm working on to make new printable. Like I started doing this printable. So that'll be coming soon. But yeah, anyways, that is my printables. And we'll just put that on the side for now. The other thing I've been working on is magnets. I do think I need to increase the resolution on some of these pictures, but I'll zoom in and show you what I have going on here. Let's see here. There we go. So these are just wooden slices. I ordered these for spirit doll faces, but they are a little bit too big than what I like. So I decided to use them for magnets. So this is a hummingbird. So these are pictures of my actual cedar spirit dolls that I make. This one's hummingbird medicine. And it's hanging in a cedar tree that I have growing in my backyard. So I just need to add some words on each one. Yeah, this one's another grandmother bear. You got sunflower medicine. I really think that one's really pretty. That's another hummingbird one. This one is beaver. Beaver carries the teaching of wisdom. Eagle medicine. Eagle carries the teaching of love. This one says you matter. And that's another bear one. I made 2 of each one. So that's another eagle. We got the sunflower. You matter. We got blueberry ceremony. Oops. Blueberries carry strength and resilience. And there you go. So that's just my first batch. I'm going to definitely make more, but I need to, even though the quality isn't terribly bad, it's okay. I still feel like I could create a little bit more higher resolution picture. So okay, lastly, I just wanted to share that I have these journals that are almost done. If you're interested in any of them, let me know. They will be finished soon. I have this one, Sacred, and then it says Star Woman, Remember Your Calling. And of course it's like a galactic themed journal, but I still have to embellish it and do what I did to the Just Breathe journal, which is add a journal charm, adds a journaling card, and some other fun elements to it. So there's that one that's going to be available. I have this one that's going to be available. This one, I really love how this one turned out. Actually, these 2 are my favorite. I love both of them equally. And she's carrying some sage. She's wearing her ribbon skirt, carrying some sage, and this fabric is actually a Jackie Travers indigenous floral, Ojibwe floral fabric. She's a Winnipeg artist that I just absolutely love her work. She does just really beautiful, vibrant paintings in indigenous themes, and they're gorgeous. A lot of the pieces on this journal I got out of like a native magazine. I forget the name of it, but it's all like indigenous art that I got gifted from my friend Tracy. She gave me a bunch of these indigenous or like Native American art magazines. So I took out all of the cool pictures and cut them up into smaller sizes so that I can incorporate it into my collage works of my journals. Here's another one. So yeah, this one will be available. I use a lot of the old Alberta Native News magazine pages in my, like here we go, in my signatures now, because I always get them at the Friendship Center, and whenever there's leftovers, she gives them to me for my junk journaling, and I love using those. So again, that one still needs to be embellished. Here's another one that's near completion. Another star girl. She came from the stars with her little light ship there. And lots of fun sort of galactic themed papers in there. And then the last one I have, I can't wait to finish this one. So it's going to be so fun. And I actually have the perfect charm thing that I'm going to use as a charm for this one, and I'll show you. Where is it? If you know anything about Métis culture, there are 7 things that make up Métis culture, and one of those 7 things is the fiddle that make it a distinct culture. Other than the fact that it's half settler and half First Nations, because Métis is a mix of the 2 cultures. One of the other things is like fiddles, the fiddle music. So I'm going to be turning this into a charm, and it's going to hang off of the side of here. I just probably use wire to do that. And it'll be a super cute and fun journal when she's done. But the other 7 things that the other 6 things that make up the Métis culture, let's see if I can remember them, are the Métis sash, and I do have one here where I'll show it to you. So here's the sash. And this is a Louis Riel sash. And if you go to etchyboy.com, you can learn more about the sash. Etchyboy is spelled E-T-C-H-I, and then boy. And he has all the information on there about the different kinds of sashes. But I use also, so this is actually meant for making hat bands. This is a small L'Assumption sash. So the colors all mean something, and each family had their own type of sash, which is similar to like the Scottish tartans, how they have the different colorings in their tartans for their clans. So when I make my Cedar Spirit dolls, I use either L'Assumption or a Louis Riel sash, because that's all that Etchy Boy offers. And yeah, that's my last, the last of my hat bands. So I use these as a shawl on my Cedar Spirit dolls, and just cut a little portion and I make a little shawl out of it for the dolls. And yeah, so that's one. So there's different kinds of sashes is my point. And so the sash is one of the things that make it the Métis culture distinct. Also the Métis flag, which I have a patch on this. This is a patch of the Métis flag, which predates the Canadian flag. You'll often see Métis people wearing this flag. Sometimes it'll be red, sometimes it'll be blue. The other thing that makes Métis culture distinct is, okay, that when we're talking about Métis culture is, okay, so we've got the fiddle, the sash, the flag. Bannock is the other one. Bannock's actually a Scottish word. So when settlers came to Canada, Indigenous people didn't use flour, but they adopted flour and started creating bannock. So it's a type of biscuit, sort of. So that's the other thing. Then there's the Red River cart, which is like a little cart that they would use for hauling their furs and stuff. So that's the other one. Beadwork is another one. Like you often see, let's see, where's that journal? Right here. Métis people are known for their beadwork. Here's like this fabric here is very Métis style. Cree Métis style. It's got beadwork. I think these are photographs. They look so real, but I don't know. I don't know how they made this fabric, but that's another thing that Métis people are known for is the beadwork. So did I cover 7? We got the fiddle, sash, the flag, the bannock, the beadwork, the Red River cart, and then there's one more. What's the other? What's the other? There's one more. The jig, the dance, the jig, dancing. I think that's the other one. That is a type of dance that the Métis people are known for, and there's a big festival in Saskatchewan that happens every year. It's called Batoche Days, and if you ever get a chance to go, it's amazing, absolutely amazing, and you get to experience all of that. So anyways, that is it. That's all I have to say for today. Just wanted to do a quick update because I hadn't been on in a while. I do have other artwork I could share, but I really need to get off this video because my 7-year-old's gonna need me soon. But please message me if you are interested in anything that I have here to share. If you're like, yeah, if there's just anything that you want and you're interested in. I do trades. I have PayPal for international customers. I do trades. If you don't have PayPal, this is the fabric I'm going to be wrapping up that book in. Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, that journal. I get this blessed fabric. I have so much of it. And lately I've been like, it's going to take me a long time to get through, which is okay because I will use it. But I kind of felt compelled to let go of some of it. So I'm going to be wrapping up these in this fabric. It'll be really fun. But anyways, I have e-transfer as well for Canadians. So yeah, just send me a message, and thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe this video.